Hello, guys. I haven't been on for a while. As you can tell by my messy desk, I have been working on some things, but um, I thought I would show you some of the things I've done, um, as well as this little journal that I've done. I want to, I think, make the closure something like this. I have some really strong magnets, but I'm thinking it might take like 4 of them. So I'm still kind of debating what I want to do with that. I may just, I don't know. And then I thought I would show you this other little journal I made. I saw somebody do one that had cardstock pages, and I really liked it. And I liked this idea of the layered look. I think if I do this again, I will not layer the back because it doesn't lay very well. But I did kind of have a fun time doing this. I just, stuffed the pockets with whatever was laying on my desk, basically. But I did think this was pretty cute. I like it overall. Just some random tucks and things I had. This is just whatever it is, and then I had it paper clipped on here, which is too high. I guess it's hitting the thumb notch, but there's nothing under it, but then I just, there's really no journal space in here, so I did that. This is just a little bookmark I made. So put that in there. So just kind of random little bits and pieces. That's going to be another problem that it has. Not that you couldn't fix that with some boo-boo tape or something, but I don't have any right here on my desk, so I'm not going to do that. Again, little things I made that I stuck in there. Random little pieces of nothingness. But this actually did work pretty well to get rid of some of the things I had in my stash of made things. I guess it was probably just stuck in there. This, I like making tiny envelopes for some reason. I'm not really sure why. They just appeal to me, so I did that. I've made these. Like I said, I had boxes of little cards and tucks and pockets, and this little thing, I think it just has a stamp or a ticket in there, and that I can't get out, but oh yeah, just a little random piece there. So yeah, just some fun that I did, and actually this was very relaxing. More of the little envelopes I made. What is that? Oh, just obviously a Christmas card, I'm assuming. Oh, that's a money envelope card, gift card holder, whatever. Just an old ad out of something. Not really sure. Probably out of an old Bible. I have a lot of old Bibles. Just some random bits and pieces. These were raffle tickets I had bought my grandson Russell's very, very well. He wrestles, but they were doing a raffle, so I bought those. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but I was like, hey, that is fodder for a journal. So stuck them in there. I have lots of different paper clips in different shapes and colors, and this I made quite a while ago, as well as these. This is just a I think it's a Go Fish card, maybe. I don't remember. That little thing, that must be all the way glued down. Sticking out. That, I don't know. Oh. Okay, so anyway, I'm, you know, reasonably happy with this, but like I said, it just doesn't lay. So if I do this again, and I might, I would keep all of the back half of all the pages at regular length. Regular, you know, just a regular page, and just round the fronts and layer them in different sizes, because I think that would work way better. I think it would lay better. I don't know, but we may find out. And then I started this one. Put these little dangles on here with the lobster clip, so I can take these off and put something different on there if I decide I want to. Put a little pocket on the front. I don't really care for yellow or really orange, but I had this paper and material and the flowers, and I was like, it's kind of bright and sunny, and I just kind of like it. I like things kind of offset. This is some paper I had made just with blotchy ink on coffee dyed paper. So this is intended to just be a journal. I think, yeah, this is a pocket, and then on the back is a pocket that I have actually stuffed a couple things in, a check and a map. So this journal started out with just a cloth spine. I tried to do Natasha from Treasure Books. I tried to do her easiest journal ever, and unfortunately for me it was not. First off, I got my signatures. This one's upside down, which I could easily cut that out and flip it around, but once I did it, I kind of liked it being a little off. It's in the middle. It kind of almost looks like I did that on purpose, even though I did not. But, so anyway, this was a cloth spine so that it could lay flat anywhere you opened it, which this one seems to anyway. I guess this spine is enough, or not as, you know, it just seems to work. So I'm not sure if I'll go back and decorate this or if I'll just leave it as a journal. Because I kind of do just like, you know, having some journals as well. And you could easily write on that. I also thought about just decorating these pages in the middle so that then it would have, you know, these back and front pages to maybe not get so carried away with how fat it got. So that is something I'm still thinking about. Then I made some old letters. I just wanted them to look old, but I don't really like how this backing turned out on them. I just don't like that look. This is not so bad. That I can live with, but not really what I wanted. This one's okay. That's okay. You know. Oh, and this is my page I was using to do that on. So, I don't know. I just need to find a better way to grunge them up. And then I've been doing these at work. Snippet rolls, basically, but not in a roll because I don't really like to keep things in a roll. So, I don't know if any of if these are in frame or not, but So I have all of those that I did, I believe, Wednesday at work. And then today at work, I did one because I forgot to take glue with me. So I did this one at work, but the only glue that I had taken with me was this little Quickie Glue ink pen like thing, which I do like for getting, you know, right up at the edges of something, or I think it's made to like do glitter. You can write in a regular, you know, sign your signature or whatever and glitter that. And it dries really fast. But for what I was using it for, it was not great, so I just quit that. But yeah, I was reasonably happy with these, so I'm sure I'll use those in, you know, pockets or belly bands or just little doodads, whatever. And that was good because my job is fairly, basically I sit and wait for a patient to come in, so it's, I have a lot of downtime. So that was good to just give me something to do, and easily, you know, I could set it aside if somebody did come in. So it was really good to do that. But I haven't been on lately much. If you follow my channel, you know my daughter and her wife moved in with me. So I just, you know, life's been kind of a little bit crazy. So while we're getting, you know, everything together and everything, and then my daughter had some medical issues. She had an allergic reaction to some medication, and then she's just had some ongoing things. So she did go to the doctor today, but her wife's great aunt, I think, passed away. So they're at the visitation. So I haven't had a chance to talk to her and see what they found out. I'm pretty sure she's at least pre-diabetic, if not all the way diabetic. So I'm sure that's probably an issue. But other than that, I don't really know. So if you're a praying person, say some prayers for her and, you know, keep her in your thoughts. But other than that, I am working on moving this craft room into my bigger, what I'm using right now as my bedroom, is probably a couple feet one way and maybe another foot the other way bigger. And I thought, I just sleep in here, so why not use this for my craft room and put my bed in the other room? So I'm gonna do that, but I want to build a desk around, and I bought some of that like track shelving, and I want to get some wood and stain it for the shelves, and just, you know, all the ideas. I'm sure it'll take me a while, but excuse me. So I've just kind of been working on odds and ends. I think I want to start another journal, so I'll probably take you along for the ride on that one. I've seen a couple fun looking things online that I think I might want to try, so I will check back in with you when I get those started, and we will go from there. But I have missed doing this. Like I said, I wasn't really on the ball as far as doing it as often as I wanted to anyway, but now it's just difficult because I, for one thing, feel kind of stupid just sitting in here talking to myself if the girls are home. So I don't usually do that when they're here, so, and they're here all the time, so I will have to just get over that and figure it out. But I found this in I bought a box of just random beads and stuff, and this was in there, and I really do like it. It's a little gaudy and over the top, but I had to take my rings off. I'm currently doing the low carb dieting, and I've lost a significant amount of weight, and my rings were just, I was afraid they were going to fall off my fingers, even though look how big my knuckles are compared to my fingers. So I think it would have been fine, but I was afraid to lose them. The one ring was my grandmother's engagement ring and my mother's engagement ring. So it's very special to me. So, the other one's not so much, but, you know, if I'm taking off one, I might as well take them all off. So, once that gets all, once I've lost how much I want to, I will, get them sized to a size that fits my fingers. But, yeah, so if any of you have any ideas for this little wonder as far as how to get it to close right, again, this is what I'm working with. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out some way to make a latch there. I saw a latch once that has like a little curve thing that you shut in it. So maybe I'll order one of those. That might work there. That could be cute. So, okay. You just helped me decide. So I will get that ordered. And then, like I said, as I work on things now, I will pull you along. So thank you for letting me catch up with you. And if you wouldn't mind, like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Tell me where you're watching from. Introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about yourself. I really like to know. I'm a people person, even though some people probably don't think I am, but I like people. I just don't like to be around people, if that makes any sense. I don't like crowds. I don't, you know, I would prefer to just be, you know, a few people, my friends or even strangers, but just a few. So anyway, tell me about yourself, and I will hope to catch up with you again later. Thanks for stopping by.